Hey everyone, RJ here with CV Tech, and yes, the LG V20 finally got Oreo. So let's check it out. Okay, so the LG V20 came out sometime late 2016, and this phone was actually the first phone to have Android 7.0 Nougat. Now here it is, 2019, and I'm just now getting Android Oreo here on my V20. Now I know that the V20 got Oreo sometime last year, but even though mine's an AT&T unlocked phone, you have to have an AT&T active SIM card in any AT&T phone to receive any updates. I was constantly checking updates. I always said up to date. And so I finally activated an AT&T prepaid SIM card. I put it in this phone and I received 3 or 4 security patches. So now I'm current up to March 2019, and it's currently downloading the Oreo update. Now, what's so bad is this phone here, like I said, came out in 2016. It was, I guess, LG's flagship phone of that year, and it only got one update from Nougat to Oreo. I was surprised the phone did not get Android Pie as well, but it's not expected to get Pie. I then looked it up. I didn't see it anywhere where it's expected to get anything more than Oreo on this device. So anyway, like I said, right now it is currently downloading. As you see up yonder, go ahead and scroll down. You'll see it's downloading the new software version, and it's about 1,600 and some megabytes. So it does take quite a while to download the software updates. But go down here to about phone and go to the software version. You'll see right there that I am still on Android version 7.0. I did make a mistake by saying 2019 of March. It's March 2018, so I'm guessing maybe after the Oreo update, I'll receive several more updates to get to the, or close to the latest version security patch, here in 2019. So yeah, I want to show you some benchmarks here on the Nougat. So let's go ahead right now and we'll check those out. And you'll see here a single core score of 1,705 and a multi-core score of 3,967 running on Android 7.0 Nougat, as you see there. And looking here at M22 benchmark, we got a score of a 149,701 also on 7.0 Nougat. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of let this test run out here. It's 79% finished, so when this gets updated, I'll come back. So if there's any differences, I'll run some more benchmarks to see if it's higher or lower, and we'll be done. So stick around. I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we're back after the update. It's been a few days since the update, but I wanted to get a feel of the phone and see how it performed and everything before I made the second half of this video here. Run some more benchmark tests and stuff like that just to see how the phone performs and all that kind of good stuff. So the phone, after it received Oreo update, it did get a couple more security patches after that. I'll go ahead here right now and show you all of that. Going down here in the system and about phone and go here to software, and you'll see right now we are on 8.0 Oreo. And the latest security patch it got was September 1st, 2018. I couldn't get it to update to anything higher than that. That is where it stopped at. So you can see right there, Android 8.0 Oreo with September 1st, 2018 security patch. And to be honest with you, I've not really seen a big difference in performance of the phone. Of course, when you first power the phone on, about 5 minutes into it, the phone is very choppy, very slow, very laggy. And that kind of happened with the Galaxy S7 when it got Oreo. But I am seeing a bit better performance here on the LG V20 after that 8.0 update. So you can see here that, of course, the settings menu is a little bit different here. It's got some different, looks, stuff like that. I don't really go into a lot of the, how the settings look and all that kind of stuff whenever I am doing these kind of videos. So I'm going to go ahead right now and show you some of the benchmark scores that I did run after, performing this update here. Go ahead and go into Geekbench 4 here. You will see here on 8.0 Oreo, we got a single core score of 1,715 and 4,018 multi-core score compared to the previous test that I ran, which is 1,705 and 3,967 running there on Nougat. So a little bit of a of an improvement. I mean, benchmark scores don't really mean anything. It does not determine how the phone will work, in day-to-day usage, depending on how you use a phone. But that was the scores that I seen here on Geekbench. However, swinging over to N22 benchmark, you will see a considerable drop here from 149,701 to 131,817 here after the update. So it did take a drop on N22 benchmark after the update. I mean, the phone is, slowing down a little bit. The phone is going on 3 years old. And, this phone does run the 820 processor with 4 gigabytes of RAM, which honestly, in my opinion, 4 gigabytes of RAM is just fine. But to be honest with you, I mean, the phone just seems to work pretty good. Fingerprint scanner works okay. No problem whatsoever there. One thing that I like about this phone here, it has nothing to do with the update, but is the fact that this is a mil-spec 810G phone, and they're like, oh, we can't remove batteries anymore. We got them all unibody. You can't replace batteries anymore. But this is an exception. I mean, it's nice to see that you can have a phone that's built like this with a removable battery. I guess they figure that it's just too easy for the user if you can just remove the back cover, pop the battery out, spend $10 for a battery, and have a spare battery if you need it. Instead, when your battery goes bad nowadays on these new phones, you have to, send it in, pay $50, $100 to replace a battery when you can do it yourself for $10. So I'm guessing, that's just the way things are now. Make you pay extra for just removing a battery or changing a battery that you can do yourself. So don't tell me that you can't have a metal design that's mil-spec, 810G certified, and have a reliable phone and be able to change the battery your own self. So that's just something a little extra I wanted to throw in there. But performance, honestly, is good. Not seeing any problems so far, no glitches. Still a relevant phone 2019. Regardless of what anybody says, it's just my personal opinion. It still works great. It's not the fastest phone in the world, but it does do a good job. So that's just my look here after the update from 7.0 Nougat to Oreo. This phone will not get Android Pie. It's not. I have done looked it up. I do not see any indication of this phone ever getting 9.0. The V30 on up is supposed to get it, but of course the V20 8.0 is it. So if this was helpful and informative in any way, hit that like button. Any questions you may have, leave it below. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'd appreciate it. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching.